All right, so GP just got a hold of me. We're gonna try this round 2. Hopefully, I'm almost wondering now that I think about it. Every time I go in between the dump truck, I think there's a bad spot where that dump truck is, which I'm not far away from. So we're gonna try this again. This time, hopefully GP can make it in here. I've got full bars service. Everything looks good. I'm gonna plug in my phone. And hopefully this works for him. Every time we do this, it kind of is hit and miss. I've had some decent luck with it in the past, back when we were doing log and talk with Rookie Logger. But GP is on the move generally, on the road in some sort of way. So we'll see if he can't get in here. And hopefully got some good stories about his new splitter. There. That bugger's been bothering me for a while. So he just sent me a text message. Let me see. There he is. Add. I don't know what. I don't think it's ever had that before.
What?
Is that the man on the move?
What's up? What's up?
What's up, Bubba?
How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Good deal. What you out and about doing other than the live?
I just had an hour live, and it went good for the first little bit until I walked out of the truck again. I don't know. I must have a dead spot here.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed a couple of times when you've done that before, it gets a little patchy on you, and then it comes back oftentimes, though.
Yeah, that's luckily I was mumbling on about something, but it was pivoting between 0 watchers and 15 or something like that, and I was mumbling along, and then you came in and said you'd be on, so I said good. We'll restart the stream in case there's something wrong with it.
Sure. Bear with me 1 second here. I got to grab something to drink, buddy.
Absolutely, man. Gene, what's going on? Brazil. How you doing? So we're gonna be on probably talking about GP's new purchase here. You guys can see firewood, logging. Ben, you have a good day, buddy. Anonymous, how you doing? Velcro, what's going on?
Holy crap. Had to get some water.
Yeah, I got some right here with me.
Yeah.
So I went up to my great uncle. He's a logger, firewood producer, that type of thing, but he's 93 years old. And he gave me 2 books, and he says something for you to look and enjoy and dream. And look at what's in it.
There you go.
Yeah, so yeah. No,
go figure, huh?
Well, down the road, buddy. Down the road. But yeah, no, I've got some big wood here that I bring it home and process it on the old wood splitter. But yeah, anything above 16 inch, I'm kind of bottlenecked on. So how you like it?
I'm loving it, man. I mean, it process I've put some giant rounds up on top of that thing already, and I'm calling it my semi-automatic wood splitter.
That's right. That's right. No, that's awesome. I was telling him about the little video you had sent me, and your boy was running it. I thought it was you, and I mean the piece of wood you had on the stupid thing was taller than he was.
Yeah,
So that's impressive.
it was gigantic. So certainly, uh, something I've noticed with the box wedge is that you definitely want straight cuts, man. So
Yeah,
as it's pushing it through like that, you don't want it all crooked or nothing because it's just fighting and it's really fighting the machine then.
basically dealing with a processor. I mean, in all reality, if you have any type of angle on that pushback, it's just gonna bind you up. No,
But
it's
yeah, I'm loving it, man. I've got a whole mountain of firewood out there right now.
so what are you gonna do with it?
Well, right now, I myself burn between 16 and 18 cord a year. Just here at the house in that outdoor boiler that I got. So basically my goal is I would like to have 2 years of firewood here. And then from that point on, I would like to sell it or whatever. I've got a customer that I've told you about that he actually makes the bundles, but he was paying 250 a load. Yeah, well, so 250 a cord guaranteed, and I that's one customer for me to deal with, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's
So
I'm getting 240. I think for green split wood, I do 80 a face cord. So yeah, that would be 240 bucks. So you're already in the game, man. If you
yeah,
got something
yeah.
to chop up as much as you can.
So I mean, like part of it is as we all know is half the battle is you got to have a way to get through I've been so overwhelmed with all the wood that I've got here on site, and it's like, well, what the hell do I do with it all?
Make money with
Well, exactly. And I mean, even if it was to process it, even just for myself,
it.
I got my boys and everything, but we all know, I mean, processing 16 cord of wood is a lot of freaking work, man. Yeah,
It is. Yeah,
it's a lot of work. But yeah,
yes, it is.
I got to figure out the logistics of it all. Right now, it's cut, split, put it in a pile, and now we'll figure it out from there.
Figure out if you can find one, find an old conveyor. That would be I mean, anything that you don't have to touch, it's money in the bank. Every time you
So
touch it, you gotta add money to it.
yeah, and another thing I'm going to do, and this is all down the road stuff, just fine tuning the operation. But you know how they got that table grade extension as it pushes out.
Yep.
Uh, so I was talking with a friend of mine last night, and I think what we're going to do is basically make a table that's separate from that. So as it pushes itself off of the splitter, it'll push itself down onto a more or less a table that I'm right.
They're saying
Yep, correct. Well, you see,
okay.
I'm calling them grizzly bars. They're
Yep,
1 inch.
that's what they are.
Yeah,
They
well,
look
I would like to make basically a table, maybe a 6 foot extension of those grizzly bars, and that would really filter out all the fines and everything like that before it even hit that conveyor. And then from the conveyor, you could go up to yet another set of grizzlies if that's what you wanted to do up from there to help separate and clean it.
you really want to get fun, put a offset pulley with a motor That way it shakes the grizzly bars and all the crap falls down. You know what I mean? I've been toying with that in my head too, because
That'd be a good idea. As long as if it was set, see what I was thinking about it was doing was literally making a separate table, something that I could just use the forks to lift up and put underneath, something heavy duty, you know,
yep,
and
it's
then
got to
you could,
kill it with wood. You know that. Nothing,
yeah.
nothing light duty. Even this cheap processor that I have, it's heavy duty enough to last. I mean, it's going to be a year December. You know what I mean? So even at the $12,000 that I put into this, it's already made that and it's still going. You know what I mean? So like you said, whatever you build, whatever you just make sure it's robust enough.
So my
Because
biggest thing right now is I got to figure out how to get this. As of now, it's going to be storage, man, and I'm thinking it's like IBC totes would be a really good way to go for me. But blast, man, I mean, how many frick? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can
how
get
much?
it. I can get them for $20 around here.
Uh,
I'm gonna
uh,
have to travel. I'll have to travel a little bit for them,
I,
but which
I was gonna say, you do that when you come up to Maine. You bring up a trailer load, and I'll freaking we we're we're at 140 bucks here for one IBC tote.
dude, they're $20 here. I can be so those are the non-food grade, but we're using it for firewood, right? Who cares?
Yep, just using the cage.
So I can get empty cages for $20 here all day.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I bought five of them for 130 140 bucks last year a piece.
What do you, dude? Even at 20, even at freaking. So what do you figure? You get what you can't. You've done the math. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've done this, man. You have stacked every square inch of one of those damn IBC totes, and that did not hold a rick, did it?
Nope,
Oh, it had to be heaped, correct?
it's got to be heaped. Yep. And like I said, I think I got a 10-minute video on it where I stacked out a full face cord, and then I took it and there was two rows at the bottom that would not fit in the IBC tote.
Right. So how the hell does a guy like such as myself? What the hell do I do, man? How do I store it? Like I've got I have a large area out back that I could basically start. Yeah, you just got stacks everywhere. Yep.
Just
Say
like I
again,
said,
brother.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I'm gonna take a risk, but we're going for a walk. Oh, you've
So I've
seen the
got
big.
a I have a spot that I could start setting up pallets and everything like that and freaking getting good rows going.
Well, that's touching. If you're looking at stacking, you're touching again, right?
No, I'm saying I would be able to put stack like say the stacks and just put cords out, just rows of cordwood basically.
That's what I mean. So you're gonna be stacking it.
Oh, correct. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
And figure out what you want to do. Like these are all on pallets.
Yep.
So I got two pallets, two
And then
pallets, and
when you go okay, so now once you get an order, you got a hand load, correct?
that's the $1 million thing that I'm trying to figure out how not to do it,
Right. Okay.
because I
Yep.
$25 a face cord at that point. $25 for me to throw it on the truck, basically.
Yep. Okay.
Let me
Um
know when you
you're
lose me with me walking around.
so I was basically gonna get the skid setup thing going just like what you got there, bro.
Okay.
And yeah, just for now, I've got like I said, I at this point I literally have to have 30 cord wood stacked up here at home before I even consider selling it.
Well, that one tube has got, so far I've taken 10 full face cord out, or I'm sorry, 10 full cord. So that would be 30 face cord, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that would
Yep.
be 30 out of that one bin. So that tube that I had, which I think was like 15, 20 pallets long, that
Hmm.
that had, it's got to have 30 to 35 full cord in it.
Well, I haven't measured out what the productivity of this Alpha 6 is yet, but I had a cutter going full. He was running the bobby and cutting, and then the pretty much every minute of that thing running the other day, it was stroking, and it was really pumping it out. Okay.
This is my new design this year. Because I was doing, like I said, I do pallets on the bottom, and then I had
Yep.
one across. So basically, it was two pallets up, and I had wet wood in the bottom. So this year, I kind of teepeed it, so it's got airflow all the way through. So we're gonna see how this does this year.
Okay.
So this is a new iteration of it, but I've got all this property over here that I'm going to be putting these up through. So it might not hold as much. I know it's not going to hold as much wood, but it's about airflow in the end.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a lot of people you should cover it. I'm not a believer in covering because I've had wood outside in the summertime get rained on. It almost it dries no matter what. I mean, you can cut wood, split wood in the winter at 30 below. You come back the next day and it's going to be a block of ice because the
Yeah.
moisture as soon as you split that open. So no matter what, the only the solution that I see in my mind is to either start pouring concrete slabs out here or do like cattle. Um, what the heck do they call them? Cattle bars where they have a driveway and they put cattle bars down
Yeah.
instead of a gate.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting some I beams or something like that, putting them down. That way I could actually go in with a bucket. The wood's still off the ground. And it's still got airflow underneath it. Scoop it up and dump it. Because like I say, the way it is right now, the only time I touch the wood is when it's the fully seasoned stuff in the piles. If it's green wood that I sell, I don't touch it. It comes from the processor into the bunk and then off the then I scoop it up with a tractor and dump it in the dump truck. So that system, me selling green wood, is the best way I make money.
So yeah, I had all that green wood out there split up, and I wasn't sure if people would even buy it green.
I haven't had anybody, but last month I had two people buy green, and they're buying green because they can't afford seasoned. You know,
Green, green is how much, and seasoned is how much.
green is 80 a face, seasoned is 125.
So if you bought a cord, it would be what?
240 or 75. Yep.
Roger that. Yeah, they're wanting seasoned 250 over here.
You play hardball.
Yeah,
You
I know.
got to figure that out. And if you're going after bundles, you're going to be looking at. Let me see. I don't know what your bundle prices are where you are at.
Between in the stores anyway, I don't know what a retailer would get. Uh, oh shit, we lost you.
Better.
There you are. Yep.
Okay, hold on. I'm doing. All right. So I'm making $610 a cord off bundle wood.
But you're selling the bundles directly. There's no in between. You correct.
I've got a roadside stand that I've got my bundles on, and I think it last time I checked, it's 42 bundles to a face cord of wood. So if you do that math, it's $210 a face cord. Times that by 3, you're looking at 600 and whatever the heck, 630. You know what I mean?
How much do you sell your bundles for?
$5.
Do you get a discount if you buy more,
Nope.
or just $5
I,
straight
I
across?
don't get discounts. What is discounted in making firewood?
Nothing. Yeah, amen. I get you. But some people, they'll be like, "Oh, $6 a bundle or 2 for 10 or something." You know
I
what I
get
mean?
all the time with people. Well, if I buy a full cord, how much is that? I tell them they're like, well, there's no discount. I said, you come here and help me. You want a discount? You know what I mean? So at the odd time now, I've been selling my seasoned wood for $100 if they come and get it. That's them handling it. That's them doing all this other stuff. Um, that type of deal.
Sure, sure. I get it. Yeah, right. Like load it into your truck yourself.
That's it. They come and get it. They come and you know, I've had a couple dump trailers come here 12-foot long. I say, yeah, you could put a cord on that. They fill it up. I give it to them for $300 instead of 375.
Right.
That's the count that I do.
But it takes the delivery out of it and everything for you. So
And
I get that.
even the delivery, I don't even charge for that. I do 10 miles because I can't around here. Everybody does free delivery locally, so I do free delivery 10 miles. I'm 25 miles away from civilization here. You know what I
When
mean?
when I did, so it was my son that sold the firewood there for a while, a couple years ago there, and because he needed some money, and I was like, well, there's a whole bunch of wood, and if you want to sell it, and that's what I had him do was a 10 mile free delivery after, and then we'll go another 10 miles, but it's another $25.
Yeah, I do $2 a mile after 10.
That makes sense.
People give me a hard time. Like I had one person last week that was up in Champlain, which is right on the border. They gave me the mileage. I said it's going to be $180 a face. I said it's what it is. They only wanted a face cord, but they wanted me to deliver one and then come back in 2 weeks and then deliver another. I was like, no, that's 40 stinking miles away. So
Yeah, that's a long ways, man.
that's it. It's hard. It really is hard because this week I could have sold another $2,000 worth of firewood, but I didn't play the game. I mean, I've got an old dump truck that if I get stopped by the law, I know I'm in trouble with. It's not
I,
worth it. So
I get it. I get it completely, dude.
that's kind of my Achilles heel is the dump truck right now. It's a blessing and a curse. It keeps me honest. It keeps me local. But at the same time, man, I could go out and spend 60, $70,000, go get a top kick or a freaking Kodiak or whatever the heck them things are with a box on it that could take 2 full cord. It would be easy, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you can get those top kicks like you're talking fairly reasonably priced. I've seen some pretty decent trucks for 10, 15 grand.
I've got one right down the road. The guy wants 2,000 for.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I've seen them even cheaper than the 10, 15. 6,500 an operational dump truck. I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
Uh,
I just know after spending that whatever the heck it was, $10,000 on this thing in the past 3 months, do I want another one that I don't know what I'm getting into? Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? So
that's
it's hard.
where I'm at. With That's why I like the splitter that I bought, brand new. It was brand new, 0 hours on it. The Bobcat that I bought, brand new, 0 hours.
Yep.
Uh, yeah. So if you're able to do it, I get it. It's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard.
No, you're damn right. It's hard. It's always hard. Hell, it's always hard. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. But hopefully this week I'll have quite a few more $1,000 in the pocket. Like I said, I've been logging for the past month. And now that it's hunting season, I've got Monday. That's the last day that I'll be in getting softwood. And then Tuesday, the log trucks are supposed to come and grab what I've got. So hopefully they'll have some nice big checks for me.
That'd
And
be nice.
then we'll see. Then we'll see
You,
what happens.
you gonna try to be able? You gonna try to get out hunting this year?
I'd love to, man. I'd love to. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard, you know. I still haven't justified the time to take my son out fishing. You know, that's any day that we get time together. I go out, I split wood. He gets on the. I built a lawnmower. It's an old 1970s John Deere 140, and I put a diesel engine on it. He loves it, so we put ag tires on it, and now he's out with a cart taking the firewood from the big chunks that I can't process, and he's stacking them up. And you know, I should be going out fishing with him, but I'm in a productive mindset. If I'm home with him, I want to do work with him. You know, so yeah, I've gotta take some me time at some time, but it's one of them things.
I get it. I get it. Oh shit. My wife's over there processing apples. We got apples up the yazoo around here, man. All our apple trees are producing like nobody's business. So she's been canning up apples all freaking day.
That's what we've been doing the last 2 weeks with the tomatoes, making spaghetti sauce and making this sauce and that sauce and ketchup, and the ketchup ain't very good. I got to figure out how to fix that.
I've
But
never I don't think she's made homemade ketchup before.
yeah, it's hard.
I imagine.
It's hard after you've had like Heinz ketchup. You know, you take the homemade. Usually, the homemade stuff is 10 times. Well, yeah, the sugar's pretty good in ketchup apparently.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, since we're talking about that, even when my wife makes spaghetti or lasagna or something like that, she always has to put sugar in it to tone it down. Otherwise I'll get heartburn and whatnot off of it.
Yep, I'm trying right now. I'm trying to look for some cows. I want to get some local meat, but everybody and their brother's hidden behind a frickin' I can't sell it to the public, blah 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 blah. I was like, yeah, okay, well here's $100. How much meat can I get? Type of situation. Oh,
My, my wife and I were literally just talking about possibly buying a quarter of a beef or a quarter, half a beef or something like that before winter, but we've yet to look. But some of the prices, well, I mean, shit, man, some of the prices on stuff at the groceries and is just insane.
like I
It's,
said, I just the Tractor Supply. I literally bought fuel stabilizer. I bought welding tips, fuel filter for the transfer tank, box of grease, and wire to put them pallets together. It was over $200. 5 things.
wow.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Everything's getting pretty nuts. Everybody that I told when they found out how much I spent on that wood splitter thought I what freaking lost my brain.
How many years of service you gonna get with it? How much you gonna make with it? How much did it already save you in time?
Oh
Yeah,
God. Yeah, just in the time savings already. I mean, yeah, I'll be honest, man. Even me, when I'm going down there to get the damn thing, I'm like, oh man, I hope I'm making the right decision. Just like you were, it's hard, man. It's hard, dude.
it is, especially when you don't know what you're gonna be making the next week. You know, things can flop over, and then you're like, do I sell my body now, or what do you do? You
I
know?
feel like I feel like in a way that's what I'm doing as it is.
Yeah.
We got a pretty decent job coming up tomorrow. Be able to do a little bit of bucket work, and I'm going to do some climbing tomorrow, so it should be fun.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm kind of actually looking forward to it. It's been we didn't work. I didn't work all last week, in the sense of didn't cut any trees,
Yep.
but yeah, because hell, I went down on Sunday morning. I left for Georgia, dropped off a dump truck. I gave a dump truck to my buddy Dan, and then picked up that wood splitter down in Georgia, and then shot back up. Well, I
Oh,
guess
good.
that yeah, I was back. I left Sunday morning for basically more or less Atlanta. I was just a little bit north of there, but and then I was back home here on Tuesday afternoon. But yeah, I guess tennis parts of Tennessee and Kentucky or whatever, man, boy, that in North Carolina and whatnot, they just got hammered by that storm.
I was listening to a little bit of it there.
Yeah, I guess the hurricane got them really, really, really bad.
There's been some weird
That's what my wife was telling me anyway. And we
between
just
that.
went through
Yeah, you were
what
just driving through there.
yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, we just went through Tennessee, so not to sound crappy, but I'm glad I got home first.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been some shit to get into.
Hmm. Man,
Oh,
you don't do much traveling like that on the old interstate or whatever, do you?
I did it for too many years, buddy.
Yeah, that takes the foot. Were you a truck driver at one point?
Oh yeah. That
Yeah.
and then I got into DOT, and with DOT you're plowing snow, but you can't go over 28 miles an hour, and you're in a truck from 12 to 16 hours a day. So yeah,
Yeah, I know. I know all about it, man. I've spent 18-hour days in a plow truck, and it just feels like you don't even know if you're driving and it's all white. You don't even know what way up, down, left, right. You're just driving, man. It's all white.
yep. Yeah, and the days that we had good snow, the day flew by. You know, when you're pushing snow, when you're doing this, that, but the days that you're chasing raindrops or freezing rain and just putting salt on the road, you want to talk about freaking glazing over.
So I tell you what, it was worth the drive down to Georgia because I get down to Georgia and I buy this machine down there and no tax.
Hey,
There
oh,
were that was that translated to $990 I saved.
yeah, yeah. When John Deere, when I financed the tractor, it all said and done. He said, "Are you're tax exempt, right?" I said, "No." He says, "You know, it's like $4,000." He says, "Do you want to do it today?" He says, "Because we can push it back if you want to go get tax exempt." I said, "Yeah, I got 25 chickens." you know, I'm not a farmer, but no, it ended up equating to be like $4,000 or $5,000. It was stupid. I mean, I guess I could have got it down if I didn't buy all the accessories, but yeah, it was still $50,000 purchase.
How the hell do I make myself tax exempt? Just
Look
I
it
gotta have, huh?
look it up. Dot your
Yeah.
I's and that type of thing. It's right on the for us. It's on New York State's website, NewYorkState.gov, and you do the tax exempt. And I've got the picture here because my uncle that's 93 or whatever still does firewood. He's tax exempt for the farm for his farm. And yeah, he told me, he says, you go down to whatever the dealership is that he uses. He says, put your products on my tax exempt status. So that I didn't do that, but I'm just saying.
Sure, sure. No, I
But
get it.
yeah,
Right on.
no, we do have help with that. I don't know. I mean, you classify yourself as a farm?
So I've actually thought about.
Wrong answer. That should be a yes.
Well, yes.
don't,
So
don't get stuck in the mud. That's where they get you.
it's yes and no. I mean, I have more than one business.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean. I got, for example, uh, R&E Tree Service cuts down the tree, right?
Yep.
Okay, they cut down the tree. Well, GP Farms harvested the wood.
You've already got it. GP Farms, buddy.
That's why I'm saying GP Farm is hard. Hey, this is personal use. All this wood is coming to my house for
Yep,
my farm.
that's right.
I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's a completely separate entity.
Oh, I'm serious. Look it up, man. It's like I said, for whatever state, I'm sure they have different classifications, but if you don't hold the punches, and my uncle, he's not one to hold his punches. He doesn't. You'd like him.
I'm sure.
Very
I'm sure.
outspoken man. So he told me exactly what to say, what to do, and he says you should have no problem. I still haven't done it, but the purchases have already been made at this point.
Sure. But yeah, I was pretty happy, man. I get down to Georgia and he told me the total and I was like kind of like, okay. And I'm like, what? No tax? I'm like, is it because I put a deposit down on the thing online?
Yep,
And then I'm like, because it was an online purchase or something? And he's like, no, because you're out of state. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, that shit, a grand? I'll take that.
freaking right.
Yeah.
That, that's how New Hampshire is. So
Oh,
we bought
really?
we bought vehicles. Yeah, they're live free or die up there. No tax, no. But so we bought vehicles over there. But as soon as you bring them over here and you register them, New York State takes the tax.
Yeah.
So in
Yeah.
the fire, in the buying smaller things, I'll do New Hampshire and then bring them over here and never claim them or whatever the heck you call it. Because I mean, yeah, ridiculous.
Well, yeah, but I mean, now that I know that I can do that kind of thing and buying stuff, I mean, I wouldn't put it past me to do a little bit more traveling to buy stuff like that.
Makes it worth your trip.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It paid for the hell, it paid for my fuel, it paid for my Airbnbs, and it actually put a little bit of money in my pocket.
There you go. That's the way you got to look at everything. I mean, I can't tell you how many things I put in my cart at Tractor Supply today, and then went back and put it back because I'm like, do I want to make this business work, or do I want to work for this business? You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
you really have to look at things with a fine tooth comb with everything.
Amen. Yeah, 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 and we're playing chess, we're not playing checkers.
That's right. That's right.
But
It's I've never been able to play chess, but I feel like I'm playing it every day out here.
for whatever it's worth, since I just said that, I can't play chess. I don't know how to play chess, but I can play checkers damned awful good.
Me too. Me too. But we're playing like that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That and
But
gambling.
I'm gonna get myself some lunch and whatever, man, and probably get back to it. So I
All
hope,
right, brother man. For hopping in
yeah,
here. Wasn't much of an
yeah,
audience. Good talking to you.
absolutely. If nothing else, man, you take care of yourself and stay out of
You too.
trouble.
You too.
All right, stay safe, man.
Hit me up. You got any more questions?
All right, see ya.
All right, brother. All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up there. There's the second stream. The first one was kind of a flip flop. I don't know about the service, but nice to have GP in here. We got a little bit of conversation done between the two of us. I've been wanting to talk to him a little bit about what his plans were with the wood and whatnot. It sounds like he's got a pretty fun little ordeal ahead of him. So it's nice to have some common ground with GP and I. I don't like I said I don't really take the tree job so much anymore, but the firewood side will definitely be able to bring us together a little bit more. And hopefully I can help him with the with the endeavor he's about to get into. So Nonetheless, guys, we're going to end it there because I am going to go and get something in my belly as well. So God bless you all. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week.